Hey everyone, welcome back to our movie news. Now, you guys may be surprised by seeing this kind of video on the channel, as I have been very DC-centric for a while now, but I am deciding to branch out and talk about the movies and franchises that matter to me alongside DC, and Star Wars is one of them, so let's talk about this breaking news. The Hollywood Reporter is claiming that Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy is planning on retiring at the end of 2025, and I think this is brilliant news for Star Wars. I have been checked out from the Star Wars universe since the Acolyte show. For me, that was a really dull show that didn't really feel like the Star Wars I loved, and I feel Kennedy had quite a bit to do with Star Wars going in that direction. I'm not going to get into the politics of it all, but I feel she hasn't helped the brand expand the way it should have. I thought the sequels had so much potential, and I really liked elements from all three of them, but overall, it felt like a mess, and other than The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2 and parts of Ahsoka, I haven't really loved the Disney Plus shows either. I feel the potential of Star Wars hasn't really been reached under her reign, and it simply isn't good enough. Star Wars is supposed to be this huge event that people can't wait to go and watch, but under her reign, that feeling has completely gone, to the point that I don't even bother checking out what Star Wars has done right now. There was the Skeleton Crew show that I think just finished, and I haven't bothered even watching a single episode of it. It might be good, but I just don't care enough about it to give it a go. The Acolyte actually made me cancel my Disney Plus subscription because I felt like I was wasting my money. For me, I think Star Wars needs to return to less is more. Do less shows and focus on the stories fans really want to see. Hire writers who know the ins and outs of the Star Wars lore and have a true passion for continuing that story. I think sometimes Kennedy has treated Star Wars like it's Marvel or DC, where if something goes badly, then they can just reboot or forget something ever happened. But with Star Wars, you can't do that. Every single show and movie is a part of the Star Wars lore. It's all connected. There are no reboots, and you can't just forget something. There is just one timeline that everything they make is a part of. So everything they make has to be in line with everything else within that universe, and so the quality and story needs to be right every time. And I feel Kennedy has just let that standard of what is a quality story slip, and it's caused Star Wars to be a universe where it no longer feels special. It feels generic. Star Wars should not be allowed to feel like that. So I'm really glad if this news is true. She gets to retire, and hopefully Star Wars can start heading in the right direction again. Now, there are two people who work for her who I think should be in charge moving forward. Those two being Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know all the ins and outs of the Star Wars universe, but I can tell you how I feel when I've seen their work, and that is that I mostly love what they do with Star Wars. The stories feel the strongest and closest to how I feel when watching the originals and prequels. It feels like they care most about this franchise, and so I would love one of them to be in charge of Lucasfilm once Kennedy leaves. Maybe there is someone better who can run the studio who knows more about the business side, but frankly, I think most candidates would be better than what Kennedy has done. THR also states that maybe Marvel's Kevin Feige could become the new head of Lucasfilm, and that could be really cool, as he does have the experience of helping build a successful franchise. Although I think the MCU has struggled recently quite a bit, but maybe his experience with the MCU will help him with managing Star Wars, which is also a bit of a mess. I think he was going to make a Star Wars movie a while back, but it fell through, which is like most things that Star Wars announced recently. But so it sounds like he is interested in Star Wars, and I think the franchise really does need some organization. So I wouldn't mind if Kevin Feige made the journey over to the other franchise Disney owns. Now, this is just going to be a short video today, and hopefully we hear soon who her replacement might be. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to let me know your thoughts on this news in the comments below. I want to know if you think this is good or bad news, or maybe somewhere in the middle. Also, please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. I hope to see you here again soon, so until then, have a great day. Bye!